try it.
Okay, I believe I'm going live.
She's alive.
So see this stream? You can show this to Ray when he gets over here, but it's just stuff to look at.
See what I mean?
You use
Yeah.
two fingers to
I
scroll.
don't want to do that.
No.
Okay, or maybe you can
Crossing.
touch it.
Okay, am I in your way,
So
Harold?
No.
this is the comments where people,
Yeah, people with comments.
do you want somebody to relay messages to anybody?
That's a good idea. If you see a comment,
Lori, can
If
you,
you see a
How do I
comment,
really?
the comments on the side here,
I know.
when people,
in between songs, or when she's talking, or
Yeah.
but not when we're playing.
for example, if Linda Osgood says, Happy Valentine's Day or something, you can see that, and then write it down on a paper plate or something. Flash it across, Linda Osgood says Happy Valentine's Day. Is that an option? Is that something you guys do? I don't do Facebook, so I don't know how you play it.
well,
Okay.
actually, you
It's-
can
it's live
comment,
now.
but I can't tell you how to do it from
So
here.
let's see if we can make a comment on here. Two people are watching, probably me and somebody else.
Jeff in the other room.
Huh?
Just watching in the other room?
Yeah, he's gonna have to. He'll stop at
Can
7.
you see Harold okay? Everybody's good? Can Harold see?
See, Harold,
Look at
yeah.
that. He was
You
talking
can see I
about-
don't watch it live, but oh, there it is. Comments. Hi, everyone.
Getting ready to start. Is that what you're going to say?
I'm just making a comment. So you can comment. But other people's comments will scroll up here. See if I can give myself a little hearts. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
So,
Oh, and volume. If you take it into another room. Here.
You know,
Or do you
when
want
we
me to just turn
started
volume
this
off or what?
Facebook thing,
where do I go to
just
get
doing
it?
a YouTube
Just right the finger
thing,
down corner.
it was because it was supposed to be really
Right there,
simple.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is simple.
It used to be simple.
Yeah, you
Deb-
can't do it on
Deb
like
Gagby
Zoom.
says Happy Valentine's Day.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
Zoom, when
yeah,
you
someone
talk,
said something.
it cuts
Yeah,
out
paper.
the other people.
Well, that and we were talked about doing it with Zoom, but there's a lag thing with that, so it doesn't work well for jamming. It does fine for lessons,
And you have the marker.
no, but that
I do.
doesn't work for this, because people were trying all kinds of things, so we eliminated everything.
Yeah, because you see there's the people that get together, and one's in the net state and the other state, and they're playing a song. And it's like,
Oh, that's tricky. We did that
Oh,
for
yeah.
a Christmas thing.
Yeah.
That is a tricky deal. You think it's just,
I mean, it's live, but we're just.
Yeah, that did.
You got it,
That
Lori?
came out good.
No,
I thought it
it did.
was real nice.
It did.
Oh, really good.
I mean,
Is that on the, still on the internet? On the, yeah.
yeah,
I'll look at that.
yeah, we did, how many, like
Yeah,
4
right,
or
right.
5 Christmas. It was a Christmas card to all of our people that we couldn't perform for, and so we played.
Trying to get the hang of
I
this.
think it was
Yeah.
4 or 5 carols, and I did the, we call it click track,
For the first couple
and
songs.
then I sent it out to everybody, and they had to play their part, listening to
When
it,
you strum,
video
I just
themselves.
noticed
Yeah.
that. I just
That's
noticed
what-
that.
you have
we
to
did
kind
that
of
for
play
choir
them.
one, like the
Put
COVID.
it in between.
They had a click track, and we would all
Some strum.
show up and
For the
sing.
most part.
You guys, people are already chatting.
Okay, you really could hear me sing, which was good. Probably. Even though I thought I was doing a good job.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost quit choir, because our choir did that, and I said, I'm not gonna sing anymore, because I wouldn't even like to do choir. And he said, no, wait.
Yeah, they adjusted it somehow.
You took the microphone.
Well,
You didn't hear it.
Cindy had to adjust a lot.
We got a Florida person. And what's cool is we'll be able to review this and see all the comments. Any of the comments that happen, we'll see it later. This is just if somebody has a special request in the middle of things.
Okay.
Okay, what do we have here? 5 minutes.
Yep, 5 minutes.
So time.
Pat says
One
I'm
more-
from Florida. Debbie.
A guy from
from Wisconsin.
Oh. Cool. Well, I'm expecting some people from Missouri, from Florida,
Well, from
there's,
San
I
Francisco.
think New York.
I got several
Boy,
from Florida.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I
several
got a few
from-
from Florida too.
Yeah, so they're gonna be from different places.
And Tom and Leanne, I invited, you know, so.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be able to check to see if they actually came. And then you can remove them later.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they were with us with the Vintage String Band.
Yeah.
I think they're down in Tennessee now, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, oh, we got a few minutes here. Are we
Yep.
live yet? Not yet.
Oh, where are we? We've been live the
Oh my
last 10
God.
minutes. I told you they've been commenting.
Well, that's true.
Say hi.
All right,
That's,
well,
that's why she did the final positioning of the
that's
camera.
right. Okay, so if you are coming on, be sure you say hi. Let us know where you're playing from, and tell us what the weather is where you're at. It's a very windy, blustery, cold night in Michigan. And I got my driveway. I got help this morning to get my driveway cleared, so that was a good thing because now I'm not too tired to do this.
You can't hear
I
anything?
Hey, Mark,
Yeah, you're on?
Oh, hold on. That might help. Is
Yeah.
that, am I on now?
Yes, you
Oh,
are.
Oh, you get to start over again.
I'm not starting over. Well, maybe I
Say
better.
hi. Reed.
Tell us hi, where you're playing from, and what the weather is where you're at. We had a lot of snow here, but we all made it here. And tonight we're doing Spirit Jam number 34. What's on the calendar? And I have a whole crew of people here that stepped up to make this happen. And I don't know, our antics beforehand were probably more entertaining than the whole program will be. Anyway, it's a Spirit Jam. It's part of Silver Strings, and we always begin every jam with a Westphalia Waltz. And we'll be playing this 2 times. So get your music out, or get your hammers out, or whatever instrument you're playing, and join us. And we did have a cold, snowy morn, and it's a frosty night. The wind's blowing hard. I don't know how it is where you're at, but I hope we're all 80 degrees in Florida.
80 degrees.
Well, just rub it in. All right, cold, frosty morn. We'll play it 3 times, and the first time we might go a little bit slower for those of you that are still warming up in 80 degrees, of all things. We would play Red Wing, and because I'm wearing red, so is she. And tomorrow's Valentine's Day,
Oh,
and
that's why
this
we're
is
wearing
a tune with red in it. And it's about the only sports team in Detroit playing right now, right? The Red Wings. So Red Wing, which is, I guess, considered a Michigan tune, because the guy that wrote it was a band director at U of M at one time, until he moved to California. All right, well, Red Wing, 3 times. So tomorrow's Valentine's Day, so do you have any special plans for Valentine's Day? And what would you like to do on Valentine's Day? This tune is a tune by Jay Unger and Molly Mason, and we have permission to play this, and also it'll be on YouTube tomorrow when this gets transferred to that.
There
If I don't mention it, then I get into trouble. So I do want to get credit because we have some wonderful current contemporary tune writers. It's great. So this is one of our favorite tunes at our jams, Lover's Waltz, and we'll play it 3 times. All right, the next tune, I'm going to dedicate this to Peggy. Peggy had a bad day this week. The sump pump broke in her house and they had to get the buckets out. So this tune is the Bucket Man Blues, and we're playing it just for Peggy. It's one way to have to clean things out. Not a good way though. All right, Bucket Man Blues, 3 times. Have fun with it. Well, I'm glad you're all here tonight. I hope you're enjoying the tunes and reminds you of the jamming that we've done together in the past, whether it's been in person at a festival or wherever. We're moving on to the schedule for March. In March, we always play Irish. Our gigs are Irish themed, and one of the tunes that Silver Strings has been playing forever is Road to Livonia. So we're going to play that next. But what are your plans for March? Let's talk about that. And usually in Michigan, March is an ugly month. Things aren't really blooming yet, and it's kind of dreary. But the Road to Livonia has many promises. So let's do the Road to Livonia 3 times. Okay, I'll be happy to do that. I forget because I have the thing right in front of me, but that is a good practice. So the next tune let's play together is called March of St. Timothy. This is a tune written by Judy Morningstar, who's one of our Michigan stellar tune writers. We play quite a few of her tunes, and we are so appreciative of her generosity in sharing those tunes with us. So this is in the key of G, March of St. Timothy, and we're going to play it 3 times. Remember the last time, guys.
What?
Yes.
Oh, funny. we get to April, that's in Michigan, fishing season starts, and there seems to be, we have a lot of fishermen, we have a lot of lakes, and I'm not sure what season starts what, but if you ever come to Michigan, if you're not from Michigan, and you want to fish, you certainly can find a lot of places to do it. This tune is Angleworm Wiggle. It's in the key of D, and we'll play it 3 times to mark the future fishing season. Oh, and the other thing that's happening in April is our friends in Wisconsin have a little dulcimer festival for hammer dulcimer and mountain dulcimers. So Mary, if any of the Wisconsin people, put your details on there to let people know about it. The next tune, Yellow Bird, reminds me of May when the birds start coming back to Michigan and the goldfinches start getting their summer colors and the hummingbirds come. I wait for the hummingbirds, and they're feisty little things. So this is a Haitian folk tune, and we started playing this a number of years ago. And we have one of the fellows in our club that has a little bird whistle, and honest to Pete, you could hear him 3 miles away when he would play that. So pretend you're hearing the bird whistle, or if you have one, go ahead and use it. I won't hear it. And it's in the key of G.
Thank you.
Thank
this next tune is a tune by Jenny Burke. It's called Out on Lake Michigan. It's in the key of G. And I learned this actually at a workshop at the Midland Folk Festival that Dottie Decker taught. So she taught it, and I think of it just floating out on the lake on a beautiful day, not one of those stormy days with the 60-mile-an-hour winds and 10-foot waves, but you know, the kind of breezy, relaxing day. Out on Lake Michigan 3 times.
Key of G. What key is it?
I did say key of G.
Oh, okay.
But
We're making
thanks
sure.
for reminding me, because Terry was the one who always reminded me. So that's good that you, because I would forget. Distracted. I don't know where I was with that, but I hope you were following along.
We did a little bit more than we were supposed to. but-
All right. So we're getting into the time of year that late May and June. And June is our first big event Silver Strings has, is their camp out. And it's the first part of June, and it runs from Wednesday to Tuesday. And we'll have it at Groveland Oaks, which is in Oakland County. And it's a really nice event, and I think they start taking the reservations probably in March, end of March or April. So if you are a camper and and if you're not a camper, they have yurts and all kinds of things you can rent at the campground. So it's usually a lovely time, and we hope you think about doing that. This next tune is Sandy River Bell, and we play it like you're on a boat ride on one of the Great Lakes. So it's more like a paddle boat than a speedboat or a jet boat. And that's the tempo we're going to play at. It's in the key of D.
Marcia, before you start, we'll do a quick sound check. We're trying to boost your volume, and apparently I'm playing very loudly. That's okay. He's trying to see if he can turn the gain up down there.
Oh,
Now, not your voice, the dulcimer.
The voice was cutting out. Marcia's not speaking loud enough. So I have her turned up now.
Okay, so hit the dulcimer. How's that?
Actually, it's the wireless, not the box.
Oh, they can't hear her talking?
Yes, so that's why I got
okay. It has to be right in front of you.
this one here.
well, okay, how's that? Is that better?
We'll see. Because it's a lag. Do it again.
All right, we're going to play Sandy River Bell in the key of D.
This might make me really loud.
Yeah, I'm getting thumbs up better, so.
Okay,
All right.
good.
Well, you know, if you've been on any of the volume has always been a work in progress. So thank you for your patience.
I'm going to remove that microphone.
I hope that was better for you. The next tune, the first time we'll play it a little bit slower because this is probably a new tune for some of you. It's called Sal's Got Mud Between Her Toes. It's in the key of D. And this tune reminded me of in 2023, Terry and I went on the road to visit people in other states that tuned into Spirit Jam. And we went to Missouri where we met Daryl and Lynn Everett. And they took us out to their heritage farm. It's been in the family for generations, and they were talking about their garden. And Terry, of course, grew up on a farm, and he offered to do the rototilling. So Lynn and I sat under the tree having drinks while he was getting, not mud, but he got really dirty, and he had the best time of his life, just rototilling that garden. So, and I think Lynn got an extra crop of tomatoes that summer for her special salsa recipe. So anyway, Sal's Got Mud in the key of D, and it ends, we'll play it 3, the first time through we'll play it a little bit slower and then we'll pick it up.
Marsha's dancing too, she's dancing, yeah.
Yeah.
Marsha's dancing, it's a good tune.
Yeah. Okay, speaking of dancing, the next tune is Dancing Bear, and it's in E minor. And this is a tune by Bob McQuillan, and we also have permission to do this. And it's been in our repertoire since 2010, so we've been playing it a long time. And actually, Dancing Bear referred to a gentleman that was a friend of his. He was a really big man, but he was light on his feet, and they called him the Dancing Bear. So, Dancing Bear, key V minor. That was one I remember playing in Missouri when Lynn Everett got her new dulcimer and it had dampers. And we were jamming and she goes, "What did you just do?" So we played around with it. So anyway, it was a lot of fun. All right, next tune, Liberty. It's in the key of D, and we're moving into July 4th and the type of tunes that we play at that time of year. And July 4th is kind of when people start going to Everett. I think like the 1st of July they start coming in and playing, even though the festival itself is not until the 3rd weekend. So it's a marvelous thing, and they've got a good festival planned for this year, I understand. And Silver Strings will be playing on Thursday night. And our theme this year is the Roaring Twenties. So be there or be square.
You better be there.
Oh,
All right, so Liberty in the key of D. What are your plans usually around July? What July 4th do you particularly remember? And the fireworks at Everett for a little town are really something. We went a few times. We got there before that, and it was just, we were on the road on the west side, and it was really quite marvelous. I was quite surprised. And so anyway, we always used to take our kids to see fireworks. Where'd you go for fireworks? In your backyard.
Yeah, actually, yes, there's a temple that does fireworks right next to us.
All right. Well, anyway, summer comes and the wind comes out of the south, and we're going to play South Wind next in the key of G. And I think a couple years ago at Everett, it was one of the masked dulcimer tunes, and we played it in the key of D and then in G. So that was a different thing, right? So okay, South Wind in the key of G.
Good.
All right, the next tune, Smash the Windows. I don't even remember why I picked this one, but it must have been something. I don't know what it was, but anyway, we're going to play Smash the Windows. It's in the key of D, and we'll see how it goes. The first time through, we may take it a little bit slower because I don't know when the last time we played it, and we don't want to get splinters. So in July is, the next tune is by Bill Robinson, Festival Rag. And he wrote this, I don't know if he wrote it specifically for the Everett Fun Fest, but it's become something that everybody that goes there learns how to play and knows how to play pretty much. And it's the third weekend of July, and they've got plans now. You can look them up. Is it under Everett Fun Fest or is it under
Everett Dulcimer Fest.
Everett Dulcimer Fest? So if you're interested in that, check it out. Lots of stuff on there to find out. It's pretty reasonable.
$20.
$20 for 3 days, and the workshops are all free. So anyway, all right, Festival Rag by Bill Robinson, who has given us permission to do this, and he's another one that has approved everything. Okay, you ready? Here we go.
We're still getting problems with your vocal.
Still having problems? About almost in my mouth.
It's the direction that is, I don't know if it's at the top or the front or the bottom or what. But I don't know. We'll have to practice this later. We'll figure it out.
All right.
I can put this in or leave it this way.
Well, I don't know. Whatever you want.
You see which way it's pointed. Because it's a dynamic mic, it has to go right in the front, otherwise it cuts it.
Other people are saying I can hear you very well. So
Okay.
I'll cover for the spun back on so you don't
Some
spit
people
on
are
it,
saying-
okay?
It's only Marcia spit. She's the only one that spits.
Okay.
Let me try it. No, that doesn't work. I gotta go this way.
Just tell her that
Oh, we'll
was
see.
permission.
All right, we'll try it. All right, Seneca Square Dance. This is a one of the things they have at Everett is dancing. They have a contra dance on Friday night, so it's not exactly the same as a square dance, but we'll put some dancing in. And that was one of the things that Terry and I did a lot of dancing. You might have noticed that I still dance. All right. Tune we're going to play is Shoes and Stockings. And one of the things that I think Harold, you and Terry would go down to the creek that went by the campground, take off their shoes and socks and go in the river. And, you know, put their pant legs up to their knees. I mean, it's a little creek, so it wasn't like they were, you know, drowned or anything. But it would get pretty hot, and that was what you guys were going to do, is
It
go
was
off.
mighty cool.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's the area where Nestle draws their water. When you get bottled water, chances are pretty good it came from Everett, Michigan. All right, Shoes and Stockings, 3 times in the key of G. next tune is a tune by Dee Dee Tibbetts, who's another Michigan tune writer, and she's taught a lot of hammer dulcimer players, and it's called Jig for a Sunny Day. And it reminds me of those wonderful days in the summer of Michigan where you can just walk through the woods in one of our many parks or just in your own neighborhood. It's Jig for a Sunny Day. Okay, the next tune, Ducks on a Pond, is in E minor, and it brings to mind the next event in the year of Silver Strings, and that's our August picnic. And we always have it at a park in Plymouth called Plymouth Township Park, and we're up on a hill and it looks down on a pond. And you can fish in the pond if you step around the duck doo-doo. But anyway, Ducks on a Pond, and it's in A minor, and if you can picture the beginning of ducks landing on the water, you know, you see him kind of put on the brakes, so. The next tune, the March Over Mackinac Bridge, was written by Julie Arnold, and she's another hammer dulcimer player from Michigan. And she wrote this the end of the Labor Day weekend in Michigan. The Mackinac Bridge, which is 5 miles long, they have a bridge walk. It's the only time you can really walk across it. Sometimes you can't even drive across it. It's a stormy day, and if you're afraid to drive across, they have people that will drive you across. But anyway, I don't know how many people, lots of people march across Mackinac Bridge. It's a beautiful day usually, and actually Terry did it on our honeymoon. And I will tell that story another time. That's just that I accidentally left him at the far side of the bridge. So we're going to play this. I didn't really have a choice. I didn't want to hold up traffic. Let's just say that. And all right. So Mackinac Bridge. It's in the key of D, and I thank Julie for giving us permission to play this tune. And it conveys a really joy of walking across the bridge and seeing the beauty of the water and all of the people going. It's a really cool event. All right. That you're planning for this year? I think you kind of have to gear up to march over Mackinac Bridge. It takes some planning. So what are your plans?
How far march?
5 miles, 5 plus.
Tell them it's 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Five
tell them
plus.
they hear you, not us.
Oh, 5. It's a 5-mile walk across the bridge. And then when you get to the other side, do they bus you back?
No.
Another 5?
No.
They don't bus you back.
Some people, they get there and walk back quickly, very fast. Like 7 a.m. they take off. Some people, they get to the island or to the other side, and they go over to the Mackinac Island, have lunch, and take the ferry back to Mackinac City.
Oh, all right. So what people do is they'll walk back, and then they'll go to Mackinac Island and take the ferry back to the other side.
Mackinac City, yeah.
A lot of logistics to it.
It's fun.
But it is fun, and it is a beautiful area. And if you get a chance to see the bridge at night with the lights lit, it's just wonderful. All right, the next tune is Fair Fiddlers, and this is another Judy Morningstar tune. It's in the key of D, and this reminds me of the Midland Folk Festival that's held in Midland, Michigan, the fourth weekend of August. And a couple of years ago, Silver Strings always has a big jam tent. And we had finished our jam, and it was like late at night, 11, and there were still several fiddlers there. And they were playing this tune, and the harmony was so beautiful. So if you don't make it to Everett, try to go to Midland, because it's a lovely little festival. And maybe you'll hear those fabulous fiddlers, or as this tune is called, the Fair Fiddlers. Judy, if you're out there tonight, that was just for you. So in the fall, Michigan's got great fall colors, depending on the weather, if we had a dry summer or not. But a lot of people go east to New York, upstate New York, or Vermont, or New Hampshire. And this tune by Stan Ransom, who gave me permission to play every tune he ever wrote, is Adirondack Cascade. And made me think of upstate New York, and it's really a beautiful place to go for the colors. Adirondack Cascade is in A minor.
We ended early. Oh well.
We didn't do the second half.
Oh, well, that's what happens. You know, sometimes the brain and the hands and the feet are not connected. Okay, the next tune is one, some people start headed south in the fall. They go south, and this last year between Hurricane Helene, some of the south got really messed up, and northern Georgia is still messed up. In fact, I know some churches are going down there to help people that still aren't in their homes. But this tune is Sweet Georgia Brown, and it was written for a baby, a sweet little baby, Georgia Brown. And it's in the key of F. I know, hammered dulcimers, we don't play an F, but don't panic, because you never play B flat in this tune at all. Whoops.
Tell them the rhythm players are awesome. Yeah.
They
The
are
rhythm players rock.
the
man.
rhythm players. You notice I have a tremendous backup here. In fact, let me introduce them. We have Sam here, who's playing. He picks a lot. It's really great.
Say
And
hi,
then
Sam.
Harold, who's
Hello.
been right behind me for years. I mean, you know, like, Harold, where are you? You know, and I always count on him. And then John is one of our newer players, but he's got the banjo back here, and you were really grooving on that. Yeah, and then usually you don't see her playing fiddle all the time, but Cindy plays fiddle and flute and just about spoons.
Bones.
Bones, yeah.
Bones, and so on. And then we have our crew here.
Yeah.
Engineers.
Sound
Our
crew.
crowd.
Our sound engineers and everything else to
Groupies.
keep us on track. So I really appreciate that they all came together on that. So anyway, oh,
Are we
okay.
doing this one?
All right,
Or
so
let's
we're
skip
talking
it.
about harvest time. And harvest, one of the things we always enjoy playing at harvest festivals because it's a joyful time of year, bringing in the crops and the fall colors. And I wear orange for 1 month because I look terrible in orange, but you know, you gotta be seasonal. So, all right, punch and floor. This was a floor where they would punch the grain and it would fall through the cracks, and that was part of the whole harvesting thing. got a few more tunes to do, and we're running out of our time. So we're gonna skip down to Black Cat Schottish. You can't leave now.
Okay, I can't
Can't
play
leave
that.
it.
I can't play that one.
No, we're not playing that. We're gonna go down Black Cat Schottish. And because we love playing at Halloween time and we add all the things. This is another tune by Jenny Burke, who's given us permission to do it. And so when we get to the second verse, I may not be playing the melody, so don't get freaked out. You just keep going, and then I'll join you before we're done. This is really dedicated to Terry. And the next tune is his favorite jam tune. It's Black Mountain Rag. It's in the key of D. And we'll play it in 4 times because it's fast. And I'm not playing this one slow because they ought to know it. Don't you think? Okay. Black Mountain Rag for Terry. not play simple gifts, but do we get cut off at 8:30?
No, listen, Facebook says we have 8.5 hours.
Oh,
I'm not
wow.
gonna be here that
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
called a marathon.
If we got all of this time, then we are gonna do simple gifts, because it's a gift that we're able to do this. It's a gift that Cindy managed, all these guys put it together. Thanks so much. We have a great crew. We have a great club, and whether you're a member of it or you're just visiting and jamming with us tonight, our jams are always open, no matter where we have it, whether it's at Everett, at a picnic. If we came down to Florida, we would have a jam and everybody's welcome. So the gift of music is a simple gift, but it's a meaningful gift. So let's play simple gifts twice in D and then go to G from there. So 2 in D and 2 in G, okay? And think about the gifts of our friendship, because you really are our friends. Even though you're not in this room, we're with you and you're with us. So simple gifts. Okay, it's been a great night. Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
So, all right, Amazing Grace. So, Virgie, I know you're listening, and I'm going to be listening for you to sing this, because I remember doing this with you. And anybody else. We're going to play it 3 times, and we'll play it through twice, and then the 3rd time we'll just sing.
You should
And play.
Oh, yes.
sing and play.
Sing and play. Thank you, Sam. We're doing it in G, by the way. thanks so much for being here with us tonight, and fair winds, and I hope that you have a great year with whatever is on your calendar. And maybe we'll see you at one of those things. You never know. You might go on the road. No. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Yep, goodbye, thank you.
Amazing.
Amazing, we got to the
How'd
end.
it sound? You guys got to listen to it. We didn't get to hear it. We were just here.
It sounded good. It sounded good. The headphones were turned